legacy. Ooh. Welcome back, Genshin F2Ps and Swipeys. It's your boy Josh, and we are back again with our Act 2 of the new Fontaine 4.0 Archon quest. Now, before this, we had our Act 2 Part 1, in which we found out a little bit more of Navia's past and Navia's relationship with Chairman Neuvillette. So now we're actually going to start exploring some of the leads that we had in the serial disappearance case, and let's see where that takes us. Apparently first, underground. Aha. Whoa! Wait, this place is so cool. It's an underground ship that must have been abandoned somehow. Whoa. Also, let me put the no spoiler tag. Or Mons, can you put the no spoiler tag? That'd be great, thank you.
Huge ship. Why would a ship be anchored at a place like this?
Yeah, why is the ship here?
No need to be so surprised. While it may look like a ship, it's actually Spina di Rosula's headquarters.
Yeah, because you guys are poor, I forgot. Oh no, they're poor.
My father was the one who asked for it to be built like this. Perhaps our taste in exterior design is the only thing we occasionally had in common.
Okay.
A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest.
Oh.
Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless future.
I know, poor mama, I know too. Also, Kasumi, welcome back to the stream. How we doing?
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Spina di Rosula had a glorious past. Paimon was confused why a group with such a history would live in the sewers. But now that Paimon has seen this ship for herself,
Why a fish?
she's been convinced.
It's like swordfish too. It's like why the Watatsumi army named their people after fish. I wish I could save on Nigo. No worries, Melon. Please do your Archon quest at your own time. All good. All good.
Well, Poisson is where Spina di Rosula began, after all. It's our main base, our home.
Am I actually crashing here? Look at that bird. It's a cool bird. That's a orange cat. It's a Vivette. Whee! I actually weirdly had two teachers in summer school, and both of them were named Yvette. So like one of them taught history, one of them taught English. And it was so bizarre because I would, you know, in the summer school, it was like quick, you know, math, science, history, English. So I would go from Yvette, teacher Yvette to teacher Yvette. Mrs. John? Oh Lord. But John do be the most common, like John Johnson, you know, Miss Johnson. I feel like everybody in their lifetime, if you're in the American school system, must have had a Miss Johnson. I agree, Angel. The swimming is so much fun. Hi, Maloose.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle. And you said before that you still had some business at the court.
Yes, we did. And that was swiftly
My
finished.
partner here reminded me of something really important. You still remember, right, Maloose? On that night, it was raining?
Yes, the case was quite similar to that.
Could the mastermind be the same person?
Could you tell us a bit more about what happened before?
Yeah, of course. Many years ago, something called synth began to gain popularity in Poisson.
Synth. As in like type of synth. Ah, yes.
At a glance, it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant hallucinations.
Oh, just I understand that Genshin's very PG, but they're literally talking about drugs. Bro, Fontaine, we had people taking, you know, underage women to do unspeakable acts with Lynette. We have, you know, ecstasy drugs being tossed around, being passed around like they're mints. Hey man, the French go crazy. The French go crazy apparently. Hey, what's up, Kave? Welcome in as well.
Wait! Didn't that guard guy who turned into water also mention that the primordial water could be used to produce some kind of potion?
That is correct.
Yes, he did. Considering what we know now, it's almost certain that synth is created using water from the primordial sea.
Okay.
If you drink synth for an extended amount of time, you'll suffer many side effects, such as losing the ability to focus or control your emotions.
You're French, Nami Kamikaze? Can you confirm these things? I'm joking though. Sorry.
And if you were to stop drinking it completely, you'll experience flashes of paranoia and anxiety while lacking energy to do anything. It's an extremely dangerous substance.
Yes, it is.
As he oversaw Poisson, my father was compelled to put a stop to
Poisson.
synth abuse.
Poisson.
Called for a complete ban
Poisson.
of it.
All right, that's good. That's good. Hi, Mia. Whoa, thank you so much for the 12-monther. Let's go. Let's get some hypes.
Let's go.
That's a whole goddamn year.
Let's go.
Aw, thank you, Mia. And Ducky. Wow, it's great to have you back, Ducky. How have we been? Hi. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Mia. Thank you. Yes, 1 month. And Mia, do we ever name our Twitch sub baby? I don't think we ever did. Unless we did, by which you can remind me the name. We haven't? All right. We'll come up with the name right now, Mia. We're doing well. We are just starting the second half of the Archon quest.
Arthur's uncompromising attitude incurred the synth vendor's wrath, but no matter how much they threatened or bribed him, he refused to yield. Not only that, Boss became determined to find
Follow the mastermind.
behind the synth operation.
Okay.
End the problem once and for all.
Yes, but the enemy was very cunning. So he could never get anything out of the
Huh.
dealers.
Okay.
All sold the stuff and weren't privy to the rest of the operation.
I
Let me guess,
see.
The man's name was Jacques. He felt very
Oh.
ashamed about his work after seeing many
Here we
families destroyed
go.
by
All right,
synth.
now we have our connection. Interesting why after so many years she didn't feel the need to reach out to Jacques, who was his direct, and now they're only realizing it. But it's okay. Hey, we're here now, so that's good. And as I haven't had time to do it yet, I understand. It's a very, very busy time, especially for those who, are going back to school. Work is really, really tough right now. I completely understand. I'm pretty swamped myself as is, to be honest. But we truck along. And if anything, Mia, you gotta, chill out and you gotta experience it with us. And you gotta see me scream and yell. Make myself look like a fool. You can't draw by? What do you mean by the first one? Don't worry about it, Mari. Don't worry about it. I'm going on vacation soon? Ooh, to where?
That night, my father hosted a banquet at his countryside estate. He planned to meet up and exchange information with Jacques over some food.
Yeah, but the food was the primordial water.
That's from the courtyard. We raced to the scene and found my father, still holding a gun, and Jacques, who was already dead on the ground.
Oh no. Oh no. No, no, no.
How did that happen?
Oh no.
Sounds just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? In both cases, the culprit seemed obvious, but neither appeared to have any motive at all.
Thank you, Nathan, for the YouTube subby. Hey, we love you, YouTube frogs.
Looking back on it, though, I now believe the most important clue was something we all overlooked at the time.
Right.
There were pieces of clothing left at the scene.
They dissolved. Ah. What's up, Zay? I'm getting my first job soon. Very nice. What's up to you and Sean? Aw, Zay, that's so kind. Thank you. Oh, that's so sweet of you.
Precisely. It's all thanks to you
And
that I
yes,
made the connection.
supporting creators like Chon.
We all just thought they were
some costumes.
Our
that
gotcha
John used to
boy.
disguise himself at the banquet.
John's been killing it. John's been killing the game.
But, considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene.
Third
With
person.
one extra person, we'll also need to reconsider why the 2 shots were fired.
Maybe your father got into an argument with Jacques.
You're right. We still don't know what happened. But my intuition tells me that we're on the right track to figuring it all out.
Right.
I'm finally headed towards the truth.
Jacques was an empathetic man who, I think this third person is probably the key to the full truth.
I agree. Also, welcome back, Drew. Hey, how's it going?
Note, however,
Again, no spoilers, just for the new people who are coming in. You guys have been great so far on it, so thank you. I do appreciate it.
Still offer a word of warning. Our opponent
Is insidious.
They are extremely difficult to deal with, and Boss has already lost his life trying to bring them to justice.
That is true.
Even though Spina de Rosula has lost
But you got us now.
his former glory,
Aight.
Poisson has welcomed. There is no need to follow your father's path.
If that's indeed what he wished for, then he should have told me that himself.
She is a daddy's boy. And we respect that.
Was
Yo, what's up,
I
Deku? Welcome in as well.
listen to him? And yet, I was the one most kept in the dark. What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew?
Did he manage to protect anything in the end?
Anything in the end?
Ooh.
Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful is still his epithet. And Spina di Rosula is barely getting by.
Nah, I'm snitching for sure. I'm snitching for damn sure.
Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaninglessly? I've
Interesting.
never accepted that. Ever. Not since that day, and
Certainly not now.
I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake.
Navia.
This is indeed the best moment to act.
True.
Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more importantly, Demoiselle, I think you're also ready to take this on.
So you do know something else, Maloose.
Wait a minute.
Yes, I do. In fact, even before that banquet, Boss already knew of the connection between
Synth and the serial disappearance.
case.
Why didn't he tell us earlier? Wait, wait, Deku. Wait, what the wait, isn't the Paimon gift expensive as hell? Yo, wait a minute. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. That's way too kind of you. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. You know me. I'm not too big with those gifts and stuff. So I really do appreciate it. Thank you.
But what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, Demoiselle,
I've been selected.
as the next target to disappear.
Right. They tried to, you know, spike her drink. They tried to attack her with the mechs.
What?
What do you mean, what? You almost died twice.
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare illness. The doctors told him that he had no more than 5 years left to live.
So it didn't matter if he died or not. He was gonna kick the bucket early. Whoa. So maybe with his dying breath, he was able to draw out some clues that could give us some hints as to like what direction we need to go. Maybe in his death, it gave us the final clue we needed.
And the serial disappearances case caused him great anxiety. 5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict. Knowing all of this, he decided to use one final intimidation tactic.
Intimidation
before his death.
tactic.
He claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating evidence for the other side. He
Oh.
told some members of Spina de Rosula about the details. But as long as you remain safe,
He will not share the
share
evidence.
with the public. If something were to happen,
Whoa.
those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victims.
Interesting. Oh, so it was used as leverage to protect her. I see. But now they're going after her anyway, so might as well use the information.
Right. So nobody would be able to get off, Scott.
As we've seen, boss's tactic has worked.
No.
Right.
I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick to me.
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as boss.
As proud as the boss.
Him dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the unfaithful was still far preferable than losing face in front of his daughter.
Aww. The one true person whose opinions and high regard he cared about was his daughter.
So he chose to die in silence so that he could protect me.
Correcto.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly.
Kind of.
Marcel. What boss wanted to hand to you
It's
was
not a parasol.
but a sword.
Exactly.
If boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer for the sake of everyone involved, I'm sure.
That fool. Couldn't he have just given it to me straight? No. He might have set up everything precisely because he never thought I'd be able to understand him.
Ooh, no, but that's the thing. Because he had the trust in her to decipher all that information.
Is that the amount of confidence he had in me?
Yes.
And what if I was never able to make it to where I am now?
He gave you the choice to live how you wanted. Right? Live in ignorant bliss. And just, you know, not be involved in the situation. Or, you know, the crumbs are there for you to pick up. Right?
I suppose that's true.
Ooh.
He rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. Huh. Malus, what was the key evidence that he shared with you?
Here we go.
It's the location where synth is produced.
What?
Essentially, it's the enemy's headquarters.
Oh, it's time.
When he was threatening the enemy, boss didn't share the specifics of the incriminating evidence he found.
Hmm.
But if you want to use it against the enemy,
Wait.
you'll still have to take several
Things
into
into
consideration.
Wait. What? Wait. If you want to use it against enemy, you have to take several things into consideration. What?
Why?
There's like a riddle he left? What the fuck is this?
Just go storming in.
So, Mia, basically, we found this key evidence to where the drug is being produced. And this drug, loosely is being used as like a euphoric type of like, you know, ecstasy high thing. But it's also, its true purpose and its more sinister purpose is to actually turn people into water, as it is, you know, a source from the primordial sea. Excuse me, sourced from the primordial sea.
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious and dangerous organization. There's no telling what might be lying in wait at their headquarters.
Yes. Is
We
it
also
potentially
have no idea what kind of evidence we may be able
the
to find,
Fatui?
but a single
Again?
visit to
Back
their
at it
headquarters
again?
Would be tantamount to a formal declaration of war. The worst case would be that we leave empty-handed.
Then, in that case,
Why not work with
why not
Fontaine
inform the
authorities?
Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Liddy's case.
Ooh.
We have no idea just how thoroughly they may have been infiltrated.
Right. Oh, yeah. We don't want too many people. We just want those who we can trust. Right? Quality over quantity here, for sure. And Ducky, yes, we do have a movie night tomorrow. I will not be able to make it, but we do have, I think Ice Age is up next that you guys wanted to watch. So, you know, Ice Age, another great trilogy.
That's true.
Technically, it's more now, but
My father really
I
had
mean,
the things
truly,
different
honestly, the
now.
first one's the best.
It should be a lot easier to prove the other side's guilt now that we've connected Synth with
Synth.
the disappearances case.
You sound like you've put a lot of thought into this, Malus.
I mean, it's been 3 plus 4 plus years,
I
bro.
live but to serve the boss and Demoiselle's whip.
Of course we had thoughts.
Take on any
Time for
kind of
thoughts.
risk for your sake.
Thank you for all of that, Malus.
Let me think. When I announced orders to the organization's members on
Deliberately kept a few people in the dark.
I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark.
Oh.
Observe the reactions of the synth vendors.
Oh.
If the vendors didn't change their plans, then the individuals informed of our
Must have been innocent. Right.
If the vendors packed up and fled,
Then he knows who has been tipped. Right. And who's actually worked. Ooh.
Testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people.
He's smart.
The first
It better not be
is
Silver.
Spina de Rosula's senior advisor.
Laurent.
Huh? Florent?
Florent. Hi, Lulu. Welcome in.
Yes.
An Arc. Hey, what's up?
He was one of the people Boss
Florent.
trusted the most.
Wee
Which
wee.
also means that he was someone who understood Boss really well.
Ooh.
Thanks to his position within
He always knew
Boss's
upcoming
circle,
plans.
there's someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabriere.
Confrérie of Cabriere. Cabri. It's not a brie, it's a brie. Brie. Confrérie of Cabriere. Oh gosh, I can't say that right.
Uncle Marcel.
It's a guild in Poisson. Boss helped it to grow to its current size and prominence.
Oh.
In the beginning, they were only reselling some daily goods, but now
So, they're like a
Sister organization.
Spina di Rosula?
I see.
You can say that. When we were fighting against
Angels, thank you so much for the follow.
they provided us with plenty of support. It's a bit difficult to imagine someone using their own money
Money to hunt down themselves. And yeah.
the final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula and the guards.
Wait. Bro, this guy has too many connects. Spina di Rosula, the guards, and the secret organization. This guy's the in.
Although the guards mostly leave us to our own devices,
That guy's the
there are
in.
still many activities we have to report.
He has too many plugs in too many places.
Since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities, he could theoretically always plan one step ahead.
Exactly.
To think that the enemy
Knowledge is
If you want
power.
to investigate
Of course.
You're too kind, my lady. And
So
before
now we gotta
you
investigate these
after that
3
incident,
and
you
then
might help. You could also
shake
stay
down
busy.
whichever the 3 it is.
A new case awaits, my dear partner.
Let's do it.
I hope we can work together.
The Callis Case Records. 3 years ago on a rainy night, banquet goers heard 2 gunshots. When they reached the scene, Callis had a gun in his hand. Jacques had been shot and slain. Are we gonna do more of the... Oh, we're doing more of the investigative thing, right? Okay, great. Over here. Whoopee! Alright, let's go... Who's this first?
Settled, then. Please excuse me and enjoy your conversation at your leisure.
Bye-bye, Maloose.
Thank you for arranging everything for us, Maloose.
Have a good one.
Excuse me, miss. Do you need anything from us?
Coralie. Adele? Rolling in the deep?
Oh,
Hey, Navia's all quiet.
He said this is the Archon quest? Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
I'm sorry that I only came to visit after all this time.
Ah, if it's about that, there's no need to apologize. After my husband...
Aren't all
Ooh.
of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques?
The loss of Jacques. Oh, wow.
That comes
I
with losing a
see.
father
Jacques
so near.
was the father, and that's why she's mad because she's the daughter of who supposedly killed. Tough.
You don't understand at all.
I didn't know how to face you. Because I didn't know what I could possibly bring as a consolation gift. I know only the full truth could bring
Closure.
to you. And to all of us.
Exactly. And I do play Star Rail, Drew. I do. I am going to be pulling for what's her name in a couple days. So, or actually, should I? No, I'm not. Excuse me. Imbibitor Luna comes first, right? I'm gonna pass on Imbibitor Lune. I'm gonna go for Fushen. Fushen being the quantum preservation character, it's way too good to pass up. I'm not going for Lune. It's all good. I already have Welt. I already have Welter Delter. I already have Lou, whatever his name is.
I appreciate
Yeah.
the sentiment, but you don't have to carry all that guilt.
Is the D of HSR, but it's actually effective because it's turn-based RPG.
On the matter regarding my husband, my daughter and I have more or less found our answer already.
Found your answer, or your truth, I guess.
Would you mind sharing it with me? I really can't believe that my father could ever bring himself to shoot Jacques.
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he could turn back the clock, he would
never go into the synth business.
Again.
Okay.
He had many regrets. And
I don't know what's going on in this game again. It's alright, Mia. I'll be honest, I barely even understand what's going on, and I'm the one running the damn quest.
So when Mr. Callis came to him with a proposal,
I think it's more about just being able to enjoy the experience and like the story through the characters. You know what I mean? Like their progression and the character's growth throughout the story is more important. At least to me. I kind of value that more versus like the actual content of the story itself.
He tried to be as careful as he could, but even so, he was still found out by the higher-ups.
I was found out by the higher-ups, and then he got wet-worked.
They found out about his betrayal?
Papa didn't say that exactly.
Oh.
Papa did tell me that I should never be ungrateful.
Before he left that day,
He told me I had no choice. Whoa. So he was a goner.
I don't know that for sure.
Lord Tai, yeah. So I haven't needed any preservation yet? Fair.
Callis had always taken great care of us, both when he was still alive and after he passed away. Even if he fired the shot that killed my husband.
It was likely in self-defense. Maybe because he was being controlled, potentially.
For what he had done.
Maybe he was being controlled and that's why I had to shoot him? I don't know, man. Or is it possible that was he even the one to actually take the shot, right? Maybe it was potentially this third person who took the shot, but then because, you know, the dad had the gun in the hand, he was being framed for it, but he was actually trying to protect him, if that makes sense. Instead, like the third person and the dad were trying to shoot at each other, and then Jacques was kind of just caught in the crossfire.
But Mama,
of sorts.
Why is Papa still the bad guy if he did the right thing?
He's all good. He's all good.
Papa always wanted to be a good man.
Well, things aren't always as they seem.
That is true. I learned that from the Wizards of Waverly Place.
Man, right?
Yeah. Papa was a really good man.
Then you should hold on to that. Regardless of whether he left you a parasol or a sword. He must have done so to give
you a better life. Hey, that's pretty hard. A parasol or a sword? Wait, that's kind of hard. Yo, that go kind of hard. I don't know if that's like a saying in French or something, but like it goes kind of hard.
Oh.
Thank you for everything you've told me. I will definitely find the truth. The current state of things is not something
I will definitely find the truth.
And accept.
Thank you. I'm very grateful to hear this.
When I love lore. Thank you, Drew. I know it's very difficult. Especially when you want to talk about it. But I appreciate you guys holding and withholding the leaks and the rest of the story quest from me. I do appreciate it.
That's the first time anyone said that to me.
Alrighty. So that was pretty good. Meeting number 1. Pretty solid.
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next.
Alright. Let's go to this guy first.
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance today?
Hey!
I'm sure you've heard of...
Yeah, I've heard. With something that dramatic, I'm sure journalists will milk it for all it's worth.
He doesn't sound like a villain.
For the next several weeks.
like his voice actor, they make him sound, you know, a little bit more lighthearted, a little bit more welcoming, more friendly. But who knows?
It also reminded me, on the day that the incident happened with after my partner here put the dots together for me, I feel like we should try to reopen his case. Can you do me a favor and try to recall what happened?
Let me think. Mr. Callus was feeling pretty upbeat that day. So he was drinking and bantering away with us at the table.
He wouldn't be this open, I guess. Or there are only two ways, right? He wouldn't be this open if he had something to hide, or if, you know, any of the information that he presents is it just doesn't pertain to the, you know, to the progression of the quest anyways. So he's just like saying his mind.
After that, he told us that he wanted to go get some fresh air.
So we let him go without thinking much of it.
Thinking much of it.
And then 2
My
gunshots.
first reaction was that Mr. Callus's life was in danger.
Whoa.
So I grabbed my holster and made a mad dash toward the... But when I got there, it was already too late.
All we could do is look back and forth at each other.
So you also remember 2 gunshots then?
Interesting.
Indeed. The guard said that the first shot didn't hit anyone, while the second killed Jacques.
The first one must have been fired at the third guy, the second shot hitting Jacques.
Reason being, Mr. Callus had left his gun on the table. I even made sure to confirm that before running to the scene.
Even though it was his gun, does that mean that he was the one who shot?
But according to the guards, that doesn't mean he couldn't have had other guns on his person.
That is also true. Danganronpa vibes? Yup.
Left at the scene that you mentioned.
We're at the point in Danganronpa where we go off to our own devices, you know, after the scene of the crime, and then we try to interrogate everybody else.
At least from our perspective, my father had no reason to kill. The gun he was holding probably belonged to Jacques.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So you're saying Mr. Callus ended up with the gun because he seized it from the other guy. Exactly.
Seized it from one of the other guys?
Exactly.
But hold on. If that's what had happened,
Why didn't you share the truth with any of
he
us?
didn't even want to face the Oratrice machine, and chose instead to prove his honor in a duel.
Because there must have been something to gain from being in the duel. That's what I'm saying, bro. Hi, Kat. Welcome in. Hey, we're doing pretty good today. We're continuing our Archon quest, Act number 2, progress.
He lost faith in the courts after seeing someone dissolve right in front of his eyes?
No, there must have been a reason.
About that, Malus told me a thing or two. So, I think I can understand why he committed to the duel. I'll tell you everything
Once the whole truth has been
I
revealed.
understand. And if I may just say one more thing. The whole Callus the Unfaithful epithet has been a thorn in my side since the day it was invented. Many people have laughed at me for still calling him Mr. Callus, even after so many years. But it was Mr. Callus's trust that allowed me to rise through the ranks of Spina di Rosula and live the life I lead today.
Yes, yes, Florent. I raised you. I raised you like you were my own son. It's Italian shit. It's not French. You were there at my mother's second wedding. She fed you her famous soup.
No matter what others might say, he'll always be the man I respect the most.
Don't worry. You and all our other comrades at the Spina deserve to know the truth as well.
All right. So Florent is the least. He is the least sus. Which that's what you can figure. Makes sense. Next, let us try somewhere that is a little bit more outside. Thierry.
Hey, Thierry, it's me.
Oh, now, what brings you here, Miss Navia? I've heard that you made quite the name for yourself at the Opera House.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you've caught news of that already.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm also a member of the guards, you know. The way you make it sound, people would think I was sent off to Poisson because I had done something wrong.
Are you sure there isn't a little bit of truth in that?
Under normal circumstances, you shouldn't have been called back to the city already.
I mean, Callus did a fantastic job running the town. But it would be next to impossible for me to find a similarly easy but high-paying job in the city.
Yeah, but then there were also some other means, wink, wink, on how you procured some of that extra cash, if you know what I'm saying.
Enough chit-chat. Are these two friends of yours? You, here for some...
This guy's not the cleanest, but I'm not terribly sure if he's the one who did it.
These two, what happened at the Opera House, made us realize that Linny's case and my father's may be related.
Ah, I guess...
You think there must be more to the case than we know?
If you want to go through the original files from your father's case, I can help you look for them.
That doesn't sound like something a person that's trying to hide something from us would do. In my opinion.
Appreciated. Thank you.
Of course. Without them, why do you ask? We definitely can't use them to forcefully get more evidence for your father's case.
Okay.
Well, you see, just recently, we were attacked by a
Yo, what's up,
horde of
Panda?
unnumbered Gardamex in the city.
Yes.
So, if you hypothetically wanted to do something against me, all you would need to do is get rid of the mecha serial numbers and send them after me.
Like you could have done that, but you couldn't, of course.
Then you think too highly of my abilities. Dispatching mecha is very different from controlling them.
And you would know. You would know, Thierry.
I had to make an analogy.
He does seem sus. That's what I'm saying, Till. Hey, welcome back.
Make it for you. You can ask the chef to cook, but not to massage your shoulders or carry your baggage.
That is true.
If you try to make unreasonable demands, the chef would just think you're out of your mind and ignore you completely.
Interesting.
Same goes for me and my Gardamex.
Oh, yeah, he only has so many different, like, they can only computate so much, right? So there must have been some other device and or method to be able to program and be able to control the Gardamex in such a way to attack people. Potentially by the usage of like the dark energy or whatever that's called. I forgot what the name already.
Removing a serial number is also not as easy as you might think. There are a lot of complex steps to it, and it's almost impossible to keep it a secret.
Yes. If they didn't have a secret hideout.
So I can promise you, those mecha were definitely private units.
Okay. Yes, but they could still be used by you. Anyways, let's continue.
Certainly not cheap. So, whoever their owner is must
Both
be
rich.
super rich, powerful, or both.
Interesting.
Being in the synth business would definitely be
Profitable.
enough to afford this.
I see.
Then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
Well, I don't know if we could just like, you know, clear them all willy-nilly like that, but
Well, thank you for the vote of confidence, Navia. Jokes aside, I'll be staying in the
city for a little while. I don't know if that clears him just yet, but for that information, we did get some interesting insight into how the mechs are controlled. I see. And our last person, I totally forgot his name.
Take it easy.
But here he is.
Hello, how may I help you?
Calsagni?
I'm here to see Marcel. Sure, I will let him know right away.
Calcagni? This has some French that I do not know at all. Do you guys know how to say this?
Navia, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not as young as I used to be, so my legs are giving out a bit.
Okay.
Oh, it's all right, Uncle Marcel. There's no need to stress. I just wanted to talk to you briefly about what happened in the Opera House.
I'm sure you saw everything too.
Yes, I've...
Oh, you were at the Opera House too?
That's right. I went there with Navia to see the magic show. Who knew it would turn into a whole murder mystery?
Oh, so Marcel... Oh, yeah. So Navia was like, Marcel is the least suspicious. Initially.
I also
Let's see.
witnessed your marvelous sleuthing work. Quite impressive.
To beat the Hydro Archon at her own game on her own turf, I can already imagine everyone in Fontaine discussing your exploits over a few glasses of wine.
Ooh.
Oh, Paimon doesn't want to become the talk of drunkards.
Apologies.
I mean, that's like the highest form of flattery if you think about it.
Everyone loves drama and theater.
Uncle Marcel, you've also noticed that other thing, right? The fact that humans can
Dissolve in water. Yo, Artemis! Thank you so much for the raid! Hello, everybody! Let's go!
I was reminded of your father's case right away. Is that what...
Exactly.
So Marcel is, quote-unquote, one of Navia's most trusted connections out of the 3 that we're supposed to investigate, who are potential leads to the synth, which is like the drug of the primordial seed that was being spread around.
Oh, and what makes you say that?
And if all the words I just said were mush to you, don't worry about it. I barely understand it.
By some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also an attempt to get me to drink water from the primordial sea.
Exactly. Navia was almost unalived twice. But low key, hey, Paimon coming in clutch.
If not for the vigilance of my partner,
Paimon was coming in clutch.
Be here talking to you right now.
Oh, you're giving us too much credit.
Alas, it seems things are heating up again.
The peace that Callus sought so dear.
Soon become a thing of the past.
Interesting.
Rest assured, Navia, Poisson will always remain a safe haven for you.
But really quickly, without any context, without, you know, any spoilers, if you have done the Archon quest, give me a rating. What did you think of the Archon quest? Out of 10, 10 being the best. Let's see what you guys think. If you have already done Act 1 and 2 from the collection of the Archon quests, well, what number rating would you give it?
If anyone dares to lay their hands on you there, the Confrérie of Cabriere will use
The Confrérie of Cabriere. Cabriere. Why did I add an L in it? Uses funds to last more to bring them to justice. Talking about that, we don't have any more left.
Thank you, Uncle Marcel. But I don't intend to go into hiding. I'm going to strike while the iron's hot.
Yes.
Do you have any new thoughts on my father's case?
About that. Sorry, my age is catching up with me.
Okay.
So it'll take me a while to recall my memory.
For sure, for sure. Stalling time. No worries. It's all good. Take your time. And when you're ready, just show us to the hideout. Thank you.
The Confrérie was responsible for that. So I was out and about the whole time, making sure things were running smoothly.
I didn't even have time to drink with the guests.
Then I heard the sound of a gunshot, and the rest was history.
Oh, it's okay. No need to push yourself. We'll ask around some more. See if there are any valuable...
He was the most dubious of his answer. Yes, that was the most general answer.
Sounds good. Just let me know if you ever need Mora.
No, I think I can be the sugar daddy. Thank you.
All my wealth comes from Callus's patronage and support. I'll spend however much it takes to clear his name.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, you know, I don't think you have the early onset Alzheimer's. All right. You don't look like a guy who has the early onset Alzheimer's. I think that guy's the most sus to me. Enjoyed it, but was also like, oh, okay, great. Cool, cool, cool. Here we go.
We've talked to all 3 suspects, purely based on their conversations with me.
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
I think it's Marcel, bruh.
I suppose that's to be expected, though.
A single conversation with all that seemed to find them out that my father wouldn't have needed to investigate. Right.
Anyway, even though we didn't make a breakthrough, let's still compile what we were able to find.
The first 2 gave us actual information. The last, not so much. Jacques' motive.
According to Jacques' family members, he already told them that he had been discovered, and that he had no choice before he left home that day.
Right, he had to go. Ooh.
If I
He
had
probably
to
received
guess,
another order.
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
Oh, that is an interesting take on it. He fired a shot, but it was blank. So the third person came in, finished Jacques. Ooh. If it was Jacques, I wouldn't have fired a shot at all. Okay, what, you know, my opinions are
Why
erroneous.
is that?
Couldn't he guarantee his safety after killing Callus? And you can guarantee his family's safety after killing Callus. Right.
Ooh, that's a good point.
But Jacques was loyal
Just being used as a
to
tool for
Callus.
murder. And once he had completed his mission, he'd be of no more use to his boss.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. He was going to be a goner anyways. Jacques was going to be a goner anyways.
So, what would make more sense from his perspective would be to turn his back on the Order and seek
Right.
protection from my father.
Exactly. Seems the third person was the one who derailed everything.
Makes sense. But besides Jacques, the
It
attack
is
on
just a
Tartaglia
game
has been
theory,
bothering
correct.
me quite a bit as well. It's obvious that our enemy has become more antsy after the secret of the primordial seawater was revealed.
Right, they don't have much time, huh?
Do you think
Personally, I think that the Fontaine Archon quest is better than 1 and 4 of Sumeru. I think Fontaine's quest is part 2 is better than all of Sumeru. Ooh. I think what was it? The Archon quest, the climax for Sumeru's Archon quest is really goddamn good. I wasn't too impressed. I'll be honest. I think Inazuma's quest, even though I was not impressed with Inazuma, I low-key like the climax better than most of the Sumeru. But Sumeru's climax was better than Inazuma's. So I guess that makes Sumeru better than Inazuma. But I don't know.
Given everything that's happened since, it's quite possible.
I like this style though, the whodunit, the, you know, Danganronpa type of vibe. I do like this better because like the progression of the story is easier to follow.
But who among the three suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex?
Thierry.
Thierry, you say? But I didn't feel like he was lying when he was talking to us about the mecha.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he can't control the private
Be able to
ones.
keep-
Yeah. If the mecha were taken from the guards,
To be pretty easy to find out
easy to
when.
find out when and how that happened.
Oh, so it really wasn't Thierry. Okay, shit. Marcel.
Uncle Marcel, and with
Yep.
funds from the still also.
Hey, he's
Marcel has
rich
been spending
and
a
he's
whole
got
lot
the
more
power.
energy to fight his own
Are you
sins.
kidding me? It was the first. Oh, I'm actually cringe. I'm actually so bad. I'm so bad at this. Oh, I'm so bad at this. I'm gonna wait till the ad ends. Personally, I think that the first Fontaine Archon quest, it's a Fontaine off to a great start story quest so far. Nice. Act 2 of the story Archon quest almost made me cry. I'm ready, Zay. I am freaking ready. I'm ready to cry. All of that. Yes. All right, all right. It's Florent. All right, whatever you say, man.
It is true that he was closest to my father, and thus had the best chance of learning about his dealings with Jacques. But as Spina di Rosula's advisor, his work mostly deals with personnel and security.
And security.
So he shouldn't have much means when it comes to finances.
Maybe he used our money.
So you're saying he's too broke to afford a mecha army?
Exactly. He can't. And
Even if he couldn't, I don't think he'd be able to dispatch the whole group quickly.
who could it be?
Methinks.
I'm gonna come.
I gotta select one of these? Shit. Honestly, Marcel is the most, like, dubious. This is Dante. Welcome in. I think... Methinks Marcel, and then Thierry, and then Florent. Personally. Let's go with that.
You know, if you think everything through, Uncle Marcel is indeed the most suspicious of them all.
Okay.
Could we maybe
Got
find
him.
other suspects? Malus didn't know about the people turning into water thing.
The suspect is knowledgeable about the Spina's internal affairs,
Has the means to dispatch the
weapons
mecha.
to assassinate us, and possesses significant intellect and foresight.
I don't want to believe it, but I'm starting to see how it can be tied.
I'm starting to see how things could all.
He is someone who's very
go
close to you
wrong.
after all.
We still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
Right. He was there with Navia, or with Navia, right? Maybe he had a different motive for also being there. Maybe Marcel was the one to, you know, keep what's the guard's name? Remember the guard that got, you know, unalived by water? Maybe he was the one who pulled the trigger to turn him into water.
Yes, Malus, we need far more solid proof.
Navia, here you are. Oh, I've been looking for you.
Oh, it's Thierry.
Aren't you the guy from the guards?
Yeah. News came from Irenaeus just after you left.
Another trial.
Trial on our hands.
Uh-oh.
Isn't that place built specifically for holding trials? What's so newsworthy about this one?
It must involve somebody we know. Disneyland, welcome in.
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial is a Fatui harbinger called Tartaglia.
God damn it. What did you do this time?
Is that...
Yeah, we know him. Maybe even a little too well.
Well, he's been accused of being the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. It's absurd, don't you think?
He hasn't even been here this entire time. Okay, whatever, dude.
How? None of our investigations have had anything to do with him.
Literally, he was in Inazuma with us when you guys were... when your girls were being poofed into water. Anyways.
That's what I thought was strange about it. So, if the charge against him stands...
It would be near impossible to get the guards to support any of our... Whoa. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Thierry. All right, Thierry. My guy.
Huh?
Split up.
What do you mean?
You can go to Irenaeus while I go investigate that place. Ah.
Suspected of my partner.
All right, let's go.
Since this is a trial,
He's innocent and never did anything wrong. Okay. Okay, my guy.
You're right. This is our best opportunity. I won't have any chance of making that charge stick, though,
Unless we find more evidence. Exactly. So maybe she needs to stall.
Back in time and hand the decisive evidence to me.
She's French? Ew, icky? Bruh. Imagine being French. Oui, oui.
I'm ready.
Ah, Malou, Silver. When did you two get here?
What's the big stream announcement? So for the stream announcement, this Saturday, we are hosting a game show called Guess the Genshin Imposter. So if you've seen those like Jubilee cut videos on YouTube, basically we're doing that, but Genshin. Like guess the who doesn't play Genshin, basically. If that makes sense.
We heard that you'll be leaving Poisson and figured
Poisson.
you might require our assistance.
Yeah, what did Tartag freaking do this time?
Your confidence.
All right, peace. Suspects analysis. Analysis. Also, I am giving, in partnership with Lixie Zhu Arts, we are giving away a really cool Genshin themed hoodie
The location has already been marked on the map.
starting this Friday. So check Twitter. Check Twitter. Okay. Find the entrance to the headquarters. We gotta dive.
Underwater.
Let's go.
Let's go and try to find the entrance.
Blub blub, I am under the water. Blub blub, under the water. Ooh, wait, there's a TP here. Thank you. Whoa, it looks so much more clear. And I'll be honest, I love how they actually light it up so well when it's nighttime. Wow, this is so pretty. Yeah, I'm digging this. And that's a puzzle that I will do next time. Not right now. V. Look for objective in the area. Reiki, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Where? Ooh, so it's not up. It must be down.
Finally found it. Huh.
Oh, this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, gotcha. They don't want it to stand out.
Navia's probably
Ah, blub blub under the water. Let's check it out. What's happening?
It would appear that I must repeat my question again, Mr. Tartaglia. Do you accept the charge that you are the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
To be perfectly honest, I don't understand your country's complicated court system, or the reason why I'm being charged with something I've never even heard of. However, I did hear that people who have been charged can choose to participate in a duel to clear their name. Is that right?
Oh, so he's gonna just duel his way out here?
In which case, as long as I accept the charge, I can have an all-out fight with that champion duelist Clorend, right?
Oh my god, he's throwing! He's selling the case! He's selling, bro.
When I privately sparred with her last time, she was obviously holding back. Real disappointing.
Hey, don't you understand? You're currently the prime suspect.
But he knows he didn't do anything wrong, so it doesn't matter.
This isn't the place for you to be looking for fights.
But that's who he is.
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon wants to lecture me on the ways of the Opera House. Then why don't you duel me too? I'm the kind of student that learns best in the heat of battle.
No. That's not what I meant.
I'll be honest. I think Farina doesn't have the hydro powers.
Alas, it would appear that communication with the defendant is going poorly, and we have made very little progress. In that case, let me explain everything from the very beginning again.
Yeah, how did you come up with Tartag being the culprit?
Behind the serial disappearances case.
That case had nothing to do with him. You've got the wrong man. Huh? What's going on?
Surprised audience member. Oh, no way. It couldn't be.
Why is she interjecting again?
But why being so doubtful, huh? Look at you. Look at your ass being so doubtful. Doubters.
I told you.
Where are my believers at? Where are my believers in chat? Any believers?
Miss Navia, this is the second time you've interrupted the court proceedings. But that was an exception rather than standard court protocol. I can very well charge you with contempt of court for your interjections.
Uh-oh.
Oh, please. Did you ever think I had any respect for this place's pointless theatrics?
Oh, no.
We can put that discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you.
I'm going to charge the true culprit.
The true culprit behind the serial disappearances case.
Oh, but she doesn't know who that is yet.
And if my charges prove true, then Tartaglia here will be proven innocent by default.
Oh, a young lady has charged in and offered to clear my name. How
fascinating.
Hey. Well, I'd gotten half bored to death by all these rules and procedures anyway. So I'll take you up on that offer.
Okay.
So, Your Honor, is there nothing else for me to do now?
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted.
Right, who? Wait, who is the person against Tartag? Because Clorend and Fossilors are up at the top. So who's against Tartag right now? Who's the one charging Tartag?
Who is the person you would like to charge instead?
That person is...
Oh, shit. Shit. Maybe it's like this? Shit. Uh-oh. I wasn't paying attention. Maybe this? I don't fucking know.
Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabriere.
Huh? What confrérie? Never heard of them in my life.
Who? She literally megalolled them. Who? Say what?
I've heard of them, but weren't they Spina di Rosula's sister organization?
Yeah, but they want to be the top dog, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
On the contrary of what? Enemies to friends?
Please let me remind you, Miss Navia, that charging someone is an
For sure some merit bide. Okay, that's a little...
also means taking on the legal responsibilities associated with it. And if the charge fails, depending on the circumstances,
You may be also charged with the crime of making false accusations.
The crime of making a false accusation.
Knowing
this, do you still wish to charge this man?
Let's send it.
Yes, I do.
In that case,
Hey, welcome in, Your Honor. My name is Kroger.
Please take your places on the court.
And I'm stoked to tell you today that Marcel is the one who done it.
Members of the guards, please contact Mr. Marcel right away so that he may stand trial.
Okay, okie dokie. A shocked and confused Marcel is brought to the stands.
Mr. Marcel, you will not require an attorney. Is that correct?
Apologies. It all just happened so quickly. I still haven't figured out what's going on.
What happens if he isn't the guy? And like it allows me to go down the path with each of the three individuals. I wonder.
Won't be necessary. This is
very well. In that case, since both sides have now arrived, Miss Navia, please present your charges.
I would like to take everyone back to 3 years ago, to the case of Callus the Unfaithful.
Okay.
Only through elucidating what really happened in that case can we connect all the dots for
the serial disappearance.
Case.
Navia, do you really think that I was the one who killed your father?
Yeah.
Come on, why would I do that? Callus was my benefactor, and remember both you and I only ran to the scene when we heard the sound of a gun. If that's enough to make me a suspect, wouldn't that make everyone at that banquet a suspect as well?
I think there's no point in getting into the specifics right now.
What? No, that we should be getting into specifics.
Even I'm struggling to remember some details of
What's up, Michael? How's it going? Bro, what the hell? Ain't you supposed to be the Archon of Justice? This is... Dude, she's an absolute joke. She's a hooligan.
Correct, Your Honor. I must refresh everyone's memory about that case before I can explain my charge and reasoning.
Okay. I'll recount the findings.
Recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage.
His P-side, she absolutely smooth brain, bro.
Sjhoea de Rosula hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabrières.
It's owned by the Confrérie.
During the banquet, all attending guests heard...
She's the best. We do love our smooth brain Archon. Have you seen those memes where it's like, dumb but strong Raiden, and then smart but weak Nahida, and then you put the two together and it's dumb and weak? Oh, I gotta find that one. It's so good. I'm dying. Oh, Farida. Oh, Farina.
When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect, Callus, holding a gun, while his acquaintance, Jacques, lay dead from a gunshot wound.
All right.
The guards' investigation did not recover any other firearms from the scene.
As a result,
they concluded that the suspect's first shot must have missed,
while the second shot must have taken Jacques' life. Maybe it was the first shot who hit. Ooh.
The suspect did not dispute this conclusion, and also declined to defend himself in court. Instead, he chose to prove his innocence through a duel.
There must have been a reason.
Callus was defeated by champion duelist Clarand in the ensuing duel.
There are holes. There are holes for sure.
The one with the motive to kill was Jacques, not my father. And even so, Jacques still had
no reason to pull the trigger. The third person shot Jacques first, exactly, and was shot in turn by my father when seizing the gun from him. Exactly. In turn by my father. Right. Correct. Callus was the one to try to shoot the third person. Right.
The true culprit turned the third person into water. erasing all traces of him from the scene.
Ah, right. Right. Yeah, they turned the guy into water.
Thank you for the summary, Your Honor. However, we should revisit the case now that we've gained new information about the abilities of water from the primordial sea.
Right, here we go. All right. Reconstruction of the events. First shot must have missed. All right, loophole was Josh's family believed that he had to struggle greatly in order to kill Callus. Mining the information regarding Gardamek and the investigation results so far could be concluded that it was none other than Marcel. Reconstruction of events. Is it this guy? Dissolves people from Fontaine? No, this is this. Because he had no information because the guy poofed. Okay, never mind. The scene of the crime, blah, 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 blah. Did not bring a gun with him, a third person on the scene. God damn it. Has to be. Alright, cool. Alright, we're cooking. Let me cook. Let me cook. Callus did not carry a gun with him when he went out. Who had the motive to kill? What are we looking at here? Did not bring a gun with them and a third person on the scene. Maybe it was the report. There we go. Great, great. We're cooking. We're cooking. 2 gunshots. Who had the motive to kill? I think it would have to be. Or was there more at the incidents? I think, yep. Okay, great. Yep, yep, yep. We're cooking. Yes!
The true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading everyone to believe Callus was responsible for Jacques' murder.
So big-brained. The ridges. The gray matter. It's all coming together.
Ah, so that's what happened. Wait, you're telling me something?
Hey, she has a really cool outfit.
Water from the primordial sea has been used.
What a great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jacques' respective motives. I guess they didn't shoot each other after all.
Yeah, but where do you figure into this equation, Marcel?
Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged with the crime. You should provide a rebuttal if you wish to prove your innocence.
Ah, but I think I agree with everything Navia just said. In fact, there was nothing in her speech that directly implicated me.
Exactly.
Then, may I ask some questions? In my opinion, we primarily need to determine 2 things.
Yes.
1. Do you have the evidence to back up your claim?
Nerd!
I'm afraid not.
We're gonna get it. Let us cook. All right. We're slow roasting it. We're yeah. Let us cook. Let us cook.
Boo! If you don't have any evidence, you should just go home.
You about to look real goofy. You about to look real goofy when we roll up onto the scene with everything.
I may not have the evidence with me, but I know where I could go to collect it. If we look up the deserted clothes against a record of people who went missing around the same time,
Correct.
we should be able to find a match.
Yes.
Considering the serial disappearances case, the guards probably kept careful records of all missing persons from around that time, regardless of
Age or gender.
That makes sense to me. Monsieur Neuvillette, I would consider this to be a reasonable
Investigative direction.
Why do I feel like Farina's acting a little differently today?
Yeah, she's a little different.
Maybe she's scared of embarrassing herself again?
Alternatively, she's become more diligent after charging an innocent person in the
She has become smarter. She was stupid.
My second question has to do with the ensuing duel.
Oh, wait.
Is indeed as you described.
Oh. The reason why she doesn't know about what happened and why she can't recollect it is because she wasn't the one directly there. But this is the smarter Farina. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Then why didn't Mr. Callus explain himself in court? If he had testified that a person had been dissolved, he could have at least mounted a defense.
Damn, he's mounting people now? Shit.
I've thought about this too, and the answer is actually pretty simple. He felt there were things that were more important to him.
Yep.
The dissolving power of water from the primordial sea
Is an important
secret
secret.
for the true culprit of the serial disappearances case.
Correcto.
My father could have exposed it for all to see, but at that time, Spina di Rosula was in dire straits, and his reputation had already been shattered.
He had no guarantee that going forward with the truth would allow the culprit to be brought to justice.
What was certain, however, was that it would paint a gigantic target on my back.
Right. So he did it in protection of her. Correct.
Boss once told me that Demoiselle had already been selected as the next target of the serial disappearances case.
What? If the secret had gotten out, the culprit would have fought an all-out war with Espina right there and then.
I wouldn't have been the only one in danger.
All of us would have stood to lose our lives. Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of the matter and determine that we were in the right.
But at the cost of the lives.
How can a hollow verdict protect anyone?
Right.
Has the House ever given my father any kind of confidence in its brand of justice? Spina di Rosula would have had no reason to exist. But by staying silent, we retain the ability to deter our opponents and continue the stalemate.
Yes.
I was able to become Spina di Rosula's president, and once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge, I will do what this opera house cannot. And
yes.
So, you mean to say, your father intended to die in the duelist's ring?
Correcto.
That's right.
Do you have any proof?
Of course. All you need is to ask his opponent, Clarand.
Why are you looking away? Or like you don't have any information, bro.
I don't need your apology, your guilt, or your support from the shadows. You don't have to do anything for my sake. But since he entrusted his will to you, Clarand, you should tell us the truth about his sacrifice.
Why didn't she bring it up before? Is a better question.
So, during the duel, did you believe that Callus was intending to die?
Yes, I did. As a champion duelist, I've fought many battles and taken a countless number of dishonored lives.
But his soul is different.
In my line of work, I've seen all kinds of people give their all for the faintest hope to continue living. Some were determined, others passionate, and some even manic and twisted. Just one look and I can tell if a duelist is hoping to live or if they're looking to die.
Right.
I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the ring alive.
Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions. It appears there really are good grounds to reopen this case.
All right.
However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained
The link between your father's case and the disappearance.
Case.
Right?
What she said was
oh, fuck me. God damn it. I am approving audience member number 1. It's me. I'm an NPC.
Wait, weren't they just talking about the serial disappearances case?
Yes, we were.
Of course, Your Honor. The two cases are connected via a matter of timing. In my father's case, the culprit intended to kill both Jacques and Callus.
Correct.
As a result, they planned to act after hearing 2 gunshots. And
correct.
At the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone because they realized they were at risk of being identified.
And who was there at the trial? None other than Marcel.
The culprit could only time their actions so precisely if they were already at the scene.
Yes.
Coincidentally, Marcel attended both the banquet
and the trial.
So that's why you suspected me. Even after hearing your reasoning, I still can't help but find it a little preposterous.
This guy's trying to be like, this guy's trying to gaslight us. He's literally so calm. He's like, I find it so preposterous. This guy.
I'm used to it, though. You've always been an impulsive and sentimental child, Navia. It's one of your most endearing traits.
The girl boss gaslight gatekeeping. It stops today, Marcel.
No need to appeal to pathos.
I won't try to refute your points one by one, but even if everything you just said was true, can you prove that I was the only person present
At both events. Right, that's the problem.
On top of that, does a person have to be physically present to control the timing? Can't someone remotely monitor the place?
Potentially. But who would be able to monitor the whatever place that it's called, the one that you own, if it's not the place that you fucking own? Not the Spina de Rosula, the other one, the sister one. I forgot their name. Pee pee poo poo wee wee.
Know what you can say to that?
I know that even with that, you might still think you can reduce the list of suspects with
Some further investigation.
Until I'm the only one left on the list.
Yeah, but even though he's the only one who could have done it, that doesn't mean he done it.
Alas, who won't feel at least a little hurt by an accusation of murder from a girl you see as your own daughter?
Okay,
If
man.
I were to dismiss this completely, you'd also think I'm not being considerate of your feelings. Ah well, let Uncle Marcel teach you another lesson.
Oh, he's gonna cook?
Do you know what the biggest flaw in your reasoning is?
Thanks, Mia.
I suppose you're gonna tell me anyways.
It's timing again.
So timing's the reason we're wrong.
I'm a businessman by trade. From that standpoint, there's no reason for me to kidnap young women. It's a high-risk action with nothing to gain.
Is there nothing to gain? We just haven't outlaid the stakes.
In addition, I left my home in Snezhnaya when I was young to come to Poisson and work in some trade. My business only thrived when I received Callus's patronage.
Wait. What is that right there? Right there? Oh, he's right there. Oh, he's right there.
But the disappearances began before I ever stepped foot in Fontaine.
I do apologize, demoiselle. This was my mistake.
Alright, Malus is throwing. Malus is actually selling. But that doesn't mean you're not involved with it. Even though the disappearances were, you know, that doesn't mean multiple people can't make people disappear. Hello?
No, it's not your fault. I'm sure he had come prepared.
Is there anything else you'd like to say? You can also take a look at my border
entry records.
Or ask my friends and family when I left Snezhnaya for the first time.
Okay.
Will those records and testimonies do something to appease the unspeakable anguish in your heart?
Okay.
Seems like she got the wrong guy.
Shut up!
At this rate, Navia will be convicted for falsely accusing him.
I think you've done a superb job of dissecting your father's feelings as he neared the end of his life.
It would be a great time for us to come in. The main welcome in as well.
Of his wishes and expectations right now?
It'd be a great time for us to come in.
More rational, collected, and conscientious, instead of dwelling only on your own feelings. Once
okay,
you've learned to be
man.
more considerate of others'
Okay.
feelings and to stop rushing headlong into things, you'd have met.
This isn't just about me. And the biggest difference between me and the rest of the victims is that I still have the ability to search for the truth, while that same agency has long been taken from them.
Cadaver or Cadavra? Welcome in. How's it going?
People whose families were destroyed by synth abuse. The people who lost their loved ones to the serial disappearances.
Exactly.
The people who suffered tragic ends due to their sense of justice. Many people's images are flashing before
I'm sure some are coming to you in the audience as well.
Whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vache?
Why did she bring that up all of a sudden? But sure, you know, hey. Oh, we got him! Ha! We got his ass! Up. Up. What was it? What's that? Hey.
Oh, so you do know that name.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
Okay.
I was waiting.
It's time. at the entrance of the synth production base. All right. It's time to assume the gamer position. Here we go. Is there a chest here? Methinks chest could be here. Like right here. Nope, just kidding. Okay. We just go. Yippee! How's it going? Hey, it's going pretty well. As you can see, we are on Act 2 of the Fontaine Archon quest. What the hell is this? Oh, wow! I'm actually very surprised that they have this. Party setup. That's huge. Although I don't really need a party setup, but the fact that they have it really makes me happy. Why don't we bring a pyro character? Methinks. Yeah, we'll rock with this. Chill. Methinks rocking with pyro.
Quietly now.
Solidify.
Into the wind. Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over.
That's it. All right. We'll start it up. Oh, wait. There must be a chest here. Shit. There must have been a chest somewhere there, maybe. Just kidding. Chest here. Chest. Over here. Wow, there really isn't a chest. Okay, great. Wow. I'm surprised they even have this section. And... wow. This is pretty. Can I activate this?
Paimon thinks we need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way. Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up.
Mechanique? Okay. We gotta raise the water somehow. That means we gotta go under. Right. And boom. All right. I gotta steal this guy's powers. Nope. Thank you. And E. Okay. Turn this guy on and raise the water levels. Nice. Confirm blind even with glasses. Okay, now. Okay. Whoa. Wait, that didn't raise it all the way, though, did it? I don't think it raised it all the way.
But this is still a ways away from where we need to go.
Right. Let's see here. Anywhere. Ah, that was opened, but this is open. I see. Okay. Whoa, look at these little guard dog guys. It's pretty cute.
Stabilize.
Yalon, thank you. Boop. Oh, there's another round. Here we go. I'm walking on air under Fontaine. Wait a minute. Sapphire, did you glitch under Fontaine as well? How many of you guys have found out about this Fontaine glitch? It seems like a lot of you guys know about it.
Time to go.
Thank you. Turn up. Let me know how to do it if we have the time. I should be able to be done in the next 30 minutes. Question, am I going to be done in the next 30 minutes? Chat. Can I finish this? Do I hop back into Genshin? I mean, if you can show me, I guess. Not terribly sure. Or are you talking about the quest? If you're talking about Archon quest run, then yes. But if you're talking about just like helping me with my glitching thing, then you don't have to. It's all G. Ooh, whoa, okay. Go down here, I guess. For show, for show. Dude, look at this place. It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay. And turn up.
Time to go.
Oh. For show, for show. Yo, what's up, Cider? There's a what now? There's a glitch where you can glitch under Fontaine. Hello, Mechanique.
Busted. Stabilize.
Actually, I'm gonna go to this guy because this guy is the ranged. Pop this. Pop this. Damn. Hey, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage, Oimia. I didn't even need to use that. Wow. I do be Hackerman's, correct. Every streamer I just see is lagging a lot. Lesson 3, you should join Twitch. Twitch is better. Welcome in, though. The innermost sanctum. He's being charged by Navia as we speak. Well, he's not the mastermind. I don't think Marcel's the mastermind. I think Marcel is just the pawn. Remember. Remember. We were going to meet the true mastermind. But who could that be? As a mod challenge, we already finished it. And we failed miserably.
Navia's father. Oh,
yes.
Seems to be an investigation.
Because of the lack of confidence with Jacques himself would go through with it.
Prove the existence of the third person, right?
Correct. I've returned. Riley, welcome in.
We still the old dad. He can act when I concur. Let's send.
We want to declare war.
Seems like we've got a
Okay.
bunch of correspondence between the higher ups.
They planned this well in advance. Correct. Wee, baby. It's time for us to get to the bottom.
Oh, look! There's an important looking basin over here, and it's full of water.
It must be water from the primordial sea.
This is where they make all the synth.
Whoa, we can take it as evidence.
The main ingredient.
We can take it as evidence. Easy. Easy peasy.
If you dilute it with normal water, you'll get synth, but the pure stuff can dissolve a human.
Right.
Mama will take notes on this incriminating evidence.
Bashan, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Alright, we're cooking. We're cooking. Look at all this information.
What's all this?
Pink accessories. It's all of the clothes of the girls.
Oh, Paimon sees it too, but
Yo.
things like, huh?
That's oh
Yes, from this, and then
no way.
the boxes of things. These names.
That's fucking that's gross, man.
What's this over here? Looks like some kind of place for research. Experiment number 16 aims to
Verify Jacob Ingold's research.
conclusions.
Who's Jacob Ingold? Have we heard of this guy before or no? Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it for me. Have we heard of this guy before? I don't believe so. I feel like Jacob is the name that came up, but I don't know.
The experiment was a failure. No individual managed.
Yes, we have. Yes, we have. Okay. I feel like I don't remember where though.
22, 23, and 24 were dissolved.
Calm down.
Sorry, traveler. Paimon will try her best. How can someone write something that terrible in such a matter-of-fact tone?
He's a scientist. brain, the machinations of my imagination. Oh my god. I'm cooking. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
These experiments. Wait, did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane. Huh?
Here we go.
Isn't that the name you
Vache.
Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case.
Let's let it play out. Let's let it play out. I think I got it.
So that's it. No, that's
I think I got it, folks.
If that's the case, why would he want people to resurface from the water? In any case,
Let me cook. Let me cook. Okay, we examined that. We examined that. What else is there to... Oh, maybe here? Synth here? Okay, great. Can I just skip this? Goddamn!
bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the
Mixing in progress, ready to drink, and stock sample. Oh, so there's progressions to the primordial seed development. I see. Yeah, it's for the euphoria. Well, that definitely proves that this is where they produce the synth. Perfect. That's all the evidence that we need here. Who's probably destroyed everything to do with that name long ago. Right. We do have a lot of evidence, but we need clues of Vache. E? Okay, we looked at that. We looked at that. And we looked at that. Okay. E again. We looked at that. And that. We can't go any further. You gotta go back? Yo, what's up, 135? Welcome in. How we doing? Okay, never mind. Okay, we gotta go back. Shit. You just gotta re-look at evidence again? Maybe we look at either the writing or the bookshelf again, maybe. Or maybe we sip the water. Sip, sip. Just kidding, never mind. Alright, we aren't sipping the water. Okay. Or Vacher could be one of the names that were disappeared. Ooh, I see. I see. Yo, what's up, Rin? Hey, Rin on, there's another Rin on TikTok. Welcome in, welcome in. We're getting close, gamers. We're getting close. This book. Vignere. Oh, that's... Wait. What? How do we know that? But she didn't even know her name. Wait, how do we find... Wait, hold up. Wait, what? How do we find this? Wait, I'm confused. When did we learn Vignere was her name? Wait, I thought she didn't know her name. Josh sent my love to the other Rin. Alright, well, Rin says hi. Rin from TikTok says hi from Twitch. Yes. From the fountain. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. And real quick, again, if you have done the quest already, no spoilers. We're so close. Marcel. Has this case been going on for so long that he's Vacher and Vignere's grown son? Yes. Let us cook. How do you feel about the Ace Attorney style they've added for Fontaine? It's like Ace Attorney meets Danganronpa. I love it. I love a Night Raven. And for me, because it's so much more familiar story structure, it's easier to follow.
Is it a man named Vache? Oh.
So you do know the name.
I'm merely surprised.
I was waiting.
What's his name? What's the name? What's the name? Oh, Nana. What's the name?
As expected of my partner. I just knew you'd return.
Just how often do you intend to flout the rules of this court?
Many times.
It's all right, Monsieur Neuvillette. Given their confidence, I expect they've found the crucial evidence.
That is right. We are confident. Let us cook. You say you've never heard of Vache. Incorrect. Evidence number 1.
Of it, Marcel, is that you've always been Vache.
That's correct.
Huh?
We've investigated your lair and we already know everything.
Mikasa, welcome in.
After your lover, Venier, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you.
Bring her back to you.
You even created Marcel as a new identity and destroyed all records of your past as Vache.
Exactly.
So that's it. Even the villains in opera performances rarely go that far. And with that, Marcel's motive has now been
Established. Exacto.
This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense. Well, Marcel, do you know where you went wrong?
I have a traveler that has defeated gods and has 2 billion IQ. You can never beat us. That's right.
You fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away instead of paying attention
To the living people around you.
So, you never noticed how we changed or how we grew as individuals.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
Or our determination to see things through.
You tell him, Silver. Yeah, you tell him, Silver. Evangeline, thank you so much for the rose. Yeah, go, Silver. Yeah, that's my boy.
Your determination.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself.
Do you really think I wanted to do any of this?
We don't care what you think.
Pay attention to you. What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain? Ever
Your
known how
pain.
it feels to watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of your eyes?
There we go. That's it, baby.
No one helped me. No one even believed me.
Mm-hmm.
Even the officers from the Maison Gardiennage were laughing at me. They said there's no way a human being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief.
Vineyard's death was brushed away.
As if it didn't matter at all.
But is she really dead? Because we can hear her voice, right?
Now you know, don't you? Ha! Well, it's too late now. All those who were dissolved are gone forever. You only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice.
While turning a blind eye to the suffering people.
While turning a blind eye to the suffering of the Venier is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together.
Aw.
Wherever she goes.
I feel kind of bad for him. Put him in jail! Put him in jail! We got his ass, baby!
No matter.
Oh, uh-oh.
Is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
Wait, how can he drink it? He's Snezhnayan.
I can't dissolve. Can't dissolve. Can't dissolve.
Oh, so he's just crazy. Alright, cool.
I can't go. I can't follow.
Oh, because he wants to be with. Oh, okay. Now that's just kind of sad. Now I was kind of memeing before. Now you're just making it sad, Marcel.
I did all of that.
You're just,
that accursed
yeah.
the better of me.
Damn, he can't even off himself at this point. That's how sad it is.
Emotional damage.
I spent my entire life living on pins and needles, only to get stabbed by his idiot daughter at the very end.
This guy's crazy.
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guards, please restrain him.
Don't touch me. Don't anybody come near me. I still need... Please, don't think back.
At this point, the verdict of this trial is...
All right, we got him.
Mr. Marcel's conviction, the charges against Mr. Tartaglia no longer have any basis.
Okay.
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood, but after a show like that, I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Oh, cool.
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the...
All right. We've done it.
Now known as Marcel was originally named Vache and worked as an adventurer with his
Partner and lover Vignier.
During an underwater expedition, Vignier accidentally came into contact with
Oh.
and was dissolved in front of Vache as a result.
Oh, I thought it was the true bad guys who actually put the water on her. Never mind. It's okay.
Vache learned of the
Don't worry about it.
water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women for research.
I'm gonna come.
Discovering a method to restore Vignier back to life.
Right.
To cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel and began to operate a business in Poisson.
Oh. Okay.
During the course of his research,
Vacher discovered that the diluted concoction induced feelings of euphoria.
And began to manufacture and market synth.
Okay.
However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope,
I mean, in conflict with the Spina.
After exchanging blows with Spina de Rasula for many years,
to assassinate the President Callus.
President Callus at a banquet.
I see. He was able to turn Callus into the murder suspect by dissolving the assassin he sent to the scene.
Recently, Vache attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances case, using a similar method.
Ah, to keep them off his tracks.
However, his attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge.
Ooh.
This case also exposed enough of Vache's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court.
Yeah, but why did he have to do all that in front of the crowd? Because we would have seen someone turned into water, right? Wait. We would not have seen. Okay, so if everything went according to plan and the girl was actually Fontinian, she would have dissolved into water, and then the guy who was helping wouldn't have gotten caught in the first place, and then they just would have disappeared, and it would have solely... Oh, okay, there we go.
Thus concludes the oratory.
I was like, why though? Why would they do it in front of so many people when they could just do it privately? But the matter of fact is that they wanted to pin it on Lene as well. Great. Yo, Hiroshima at football practice. Nice.
Is guilty.
Guilty.
Guards, take Vache away.
Take him away. Put him in the slammer.
It's what he deserves.
With that, the serial disappearances case is over now.
Put him in the slammer.
History.
We helped Navia bring the bad guy to justice!
But where does everything else come into play? There's so many different, like, outside of this quest, we obviously know that there are more storylines to Fontaine. Where does that fit in now?
Huh? Are you okay?
Okay.
Demoiselle, you were
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come. You can rest easy now.
Justice has been served.
Yeah. See, Papa? Spina di Rosula's still doing well with me at the helm.
Well, I mean, you're kind of broke. So even though we solved the case, we're still broke.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served, past wrongs have been righted, and it's a big ol' happy ending.
Tartaglia, what's up, man?
Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way, I've still got some business to attend to. So, if you'll excuse me...
Ooh.
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
Yes, Pitbull. We have a question for you.
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict must also be made regarding
the initial charge before the trial can conclude.
Oh, come on. Is this really necessary? Haven't you already caught the real criminal? Isn't it time for side characters like me to exit stage left?
Please respect the laws of Fontaine.
All right, but this sure is a lot of hassle. All I need to do is stand over there, right? Let's just get this over with.
All right. Cutscene?
No evidence presented in the public trial
No.
was just held. It has been established that Mr. Tartaglia has no direct connection to the serial disappearances.
They just got to do it, you know, for the papers, you know?
The guilty party has been identified, and thus it is logical to suppose Mr. Tartaglia is innocent of the charges.
Aye.
We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale to render the final
Oh, Mac.
on the charges. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Tartaglia is guilty.
Ah. He's in on it too? Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Hey! That's not funny. Didn't you just say I'm supposed to be innocent? What's with this verdict? Is your justice machine malfunctioning?
Huh? This has never happened before. Actually returned a different verdict from the Chief Justice.
I mean, have you ever heard of an innocent Fatui Harbinger?
That is true. That is true. Added. Child is innocent, and I'll prove it. All right, all the child mains start showing up, huh? They all start showing up. Welcome in, Haddon. Thank you so much. And Haddon, I'm sure you heard that we're hosting a show this Saturday called Guess the Genshin Imposter. And our good friends Coco Nata and Sip Sip Stefan are going to be there as my guest panelists for the show to help me guess who the imposter is. I'm very excited.
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of, it shouldn't affect the verdict in this
case. Right, exactly.
The Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale is, by law,
Just say, oh, Mac.
verdict of the court.
We must accept
the guilty.
What? But you're the guy. Why? Doesn't that make sense? You're the guy who should be confirming the verdict of the machine. And if the machine's wrong, then you know. I see it's an ad, so we're gonna catch up with chat a little bit. Hi Eisen, welcome in. I don't know if you can hear me, but Eisen, welcome in. Child is not innocent. Put him in jail, rat man. Put him in the jail, not rat man. Alright, Evan did announce it too before going off live today. Perfect. What else? Also, Haddon, thank you so much for the tier 1 subby. Funny enough, I did want to mention for all the subscribers, first off, thank you so much for the subs. We got 20 subs. Let's go. We do have some new emotes coming very, very soon. Wink, wink. So, you know, man, you could see them pretty soon.
Guards, please take
So thank you so much for subscribing. I do appreciate it. Let's see now. Oh, it's a cutscene.
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke.
All right.
You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too.
All right. Where's Cloran gonna be in this? Ooh. It's been a while since we've seen the delusion. Oh, that's a lot. Wait, that's a lot of them. Ooh. Yo. Foul legacy. Ooh.
sorry.
すみません、お兄ちゃん。これはシーですか？
Oh! He got dunked on! Yo! He's more powerful than a Fatui! Yo! He absolutely got clobbered! I'm crazy right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nouvellette. Yo. Child's innocent, by the way. Okay, guys. Okay. Okay. This is assault. He is the honor. Your honor, this is assault. He is the assault.
Apologies. This is also
Oh my god.
However, according to the rules established at the conception of Fontaine's court system, the Oratrice's judgment is the final verdict of the court.
Damn.
All I do is follow court procedure. As for why the
Oratrice arrived at the conclusion, it should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me. Archon. Yeah.
Why are you looking at me? I had nothing to do with it.
Bo.
I don't know what happened there either. Hey, stop staring at me!
What does Lady Farina mean by that?
She says she has no idea either, but
She created the Oratrice.
Didn't she create the Oratrice herself?
Defending child as per usual. What's up, Soha? Hey, Soha. Hey, child mains are gonna be child mains. You know what I'm saying?
Verdict's reliable or not? Can results like this really be called justice?
Exactly.
My dearest citizens, did you really think we'd allow an incorrect verdict to be handed out in this court? Did you really believe that the judgment could be mistaken?
Huh?
Or be the result of some sort of random mishap?
Yes.
Don't tell me. You thought even I had been blindsided by the Oratrice's result.
She looked just now. It was
She had no idea what was going on.
Given the state of things, I shall give you an explanation.
Okay.
Everything that just took place, including my supposed shock and bafflement, was a part of an elaborate performance, with every action meant to stir up drama and excitement. And, of course, for
Every performance, there's a script. Everything is unfolded exactly as I expected from the very beginning.
If you thought Child had nothing to do with the serial disappearances case, it is only because you've been blinded by the superficial appearance
Of innocence. So she's proposing that he is also a culprit, right? So how so though?
Everything he's done, not to mention the danger he poses, are beyond ordinary comprehension and completely unforgivable.
Okay. In time. Just give me a couple seconds to figure it out.
The absolute correctness of the Oratrice's verdict.
Give me a second to figure it out.
Now, having said that, although I hate to leave things hanging in suspense,
It's now time for the performance to end.
for this performance to end. As the lead actress, I shall be the first to take my leave.
So she chose to make her escape.
Her escape after all. Yep.
So you're saying we shouldn't put much stock into what she just said?
Hi, I'm new. Diamond. What? Welcome in. Bro, what is this? Farina just accusing another innocent man like a normal thing? Like, Miss Ma'am, leave Fatui alone. Yeah, she doesn't even know herself what the reason is. So, we'll see. We'll see.
She probably just put on that performance
To save face.
However, please.
Alright, after all.
Nouvellette is having none of it, bro. That can't be the end. That cannot be the end, bro. There needs to be something. Something else. One more thing, please. Please, one more little crumb. One more little crumb, sir. Please.
Hey, what are you doing? Quick, stop him! Traveler! Hey, Traveler!
Can I tell you how much remains in the quest? No, thank you. No, thank you.
Stop resisting arrest. Cease, or we'll add another charge to the list.
Yeah, stop resisting arrest. Go to bed. Get it? Arrest.
I just want to ask the Traveler something. I'm not looking to run away. Please, please, just let me ask this one small thing.
Go on.
Go on. Nouvellette is actually a lot more understanding than I thought.
Thank you. Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you first hear the name Vache?
There we go. Exactly.
I erased all records of that name. So, unless...
Exactly.
Prove your innocence. Give it up.
I met her.
Really? You did?
It was around the Fountain of Lucine.
Fountain of Lucine? Then she's been so close to me all along. And I just never...
Exactly.
Please, please give me a chance to talk to her again. Just let the Traveler take me to the fountain to see her one last time. This is the last request I'll ever make in my life. You can do whatever you want to me afterwards. I don't care.
What? Give an inch and you want to take a mile? Do you think serial killers get to make requests like that?
That is true.
This request, is it worth as much to you as your life?
Ooh.
Wait, no. It's worth even more than my life.
Humans. Will they
It betrayed the instinct.
to live just to satisfy spiritual needs?
Up. What do you say there? Up. I can't whistle that well. What do you say there right there? Humans? Not like you're human. Am I right?
Very well. I will grant your request.
Your Honor,
I will go with him. You do not need to worry about any escape.
Damn. Hey, you took care of Tartaglia with one attack. I think we're good.
Thank you.
I think we're good. And they also got me. I'm a god. Here we go. This, I think, is the climax of Act 2. I'm ready. Let's see it.
Is this the place? You said she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
Back then, I drank water from the primordial sea. Oh, he drank the water earlier, remember?
Yes, that's it. So you heard it too.
Vignier, it's me. It's me, Vache.
Vache.
I'm here. Where are you, Vignier? I'm coming for you. I'm finally here for you.
I wonder, does he dissolve in the water?
Hey, wait! Be careful! Hey!
Another cutscene?
Is that you? It's me, Vache.
Oh.
Vignier.
Oh, no, now he's just tripping. Okay, great.
Why did you come? Didn't I say? You don't need to look for me.
Oh, no. You look a lot older. You are fucking old.
Emotional damage.
For over 20 years.
Over 20 years, 2 fortnights.
All this time.
Actually, just one fortnight. Fortnight is 20 days. No, no. Yes. 4 nights, 20 days, not 20 years. I can count.
I must be dreaming. Who would have thought I'd get the chance to tell you all of my feelings?
It's 2
like
weeks?
this? Vignere, you are my everything. I really don't know how I could live without you.
How I could live without you. Do, do, do.
If you ask me, this world would be better off without you.
Uh-oh.
What are you saying?
If not for you, I would have finished my law degree and probably become a top-tier attorney one day.
What?
If not for you, I would have continued to pursue my love of the arts, and my works would have been displayed.
Emotional damage!
Bro! Wait. Women. Am I right, guys? Women.
If not for you, I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. And
She would have not grown old.
And died alone, with nothing but the tears on her cheeks.
Yikes, bro.
Your selfishness, Vache. It's all because of you.
Oh, she bug out sicko mode.
Wait, you are not Vignere. Who are you?
You're right. I am not Vignere. I am the sacrifices.
No! Yo! It's all of the people that he washed away.
Every woman who died by your hand has our body.
Wow, a collective consciousness.
お兄ちゃん、これはシスですか？
Wow. We're no longer individuals, but we became one.
Emotional damage!
Just as streams of water come together in the sea. You're Cressy, Lemon.
The only one I am not is Vignere.
Is Vignere. But was this whole time, was she trying to draw him in to unalive him maybe, or make him pay for his crimes?
Emotional damage!
She doesn't want to see you anymore. Every tendril of her consciousness is avoiding you.
Whoa.
This is what you get for your selfishness. But
Okay.
did you ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the things that you did?
She would despise you for what you became. Whoa. Right. Hey, love makes the world go blind.
You are a liar. The only thing you are not
Is Vignere's beloved. That's actually incorrect. That's actually incorrect.
From the moment your first victim died.
Her conscience merged with Vignere. She had nothing but pure hatred for you. Oh, wow. Wow. That's what happened. It looks like I didn't meet Vignere back then either. They must have wanted me to lure Marcel here from the very beginning. Exactly.
You still don't understand.
Whoa.
When I said don't look for me, that came from the real Vignere.
She really doesn't want to see you anymore. No, no, she didn't want you to come here for what the others would do to you.
She also said that because it's her final drop of
Pity. Wow.
Because she knew that if you did come here, we will show no mercy to you.
Hey, ladies get it done. That's what they say.
すみません、お兄ちゃん。これは
Why are we One-chan? Stop! 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 Stop!
Emotional damage!
Here we go. That's not the sound that a drowning man makes. It's more like blub, blub, blub. But what do I know? I haven't drowned before. Although I have, okay, so when I was a little kid, I almost drowned because when I was little, I didn't know the right side up of the pool. And I'm a dumb kid. So like when I go down, I couldn't tell what was up.
Finally, we have some time to do
So then I just stayed underwater for like a couple minutes.
It's really been a long time
Or just a minute.
been able to relax.
But yeah, babies can actually stay underwater for a long time, right? So I was fine. Someone just like eventually like picked me up because I was like, this was when I was like small. This is like a memory I remember. I was like super small. Like I was probably like less than 6 years old, 5 years old, maybe even 4 years old, maybe. This is one of those like childhood memories I remember. Like, oh yeah, like I was just a dumb kid, just like not knowing how to swim. But I'm good now. May I have endured long-lasting, brain damage from being underwater for that long? Maybe. Let's keep going here.
Huh. Well met, partner. I knew something great was going to happen when I woke up in such a good mood today.
Yeah, but why is it raining? Oh, it's because is it raining because of the justice that's being served, quote unquote?
Even this weather can't put a damper on the demoiselle's mood.
Yeah, but it's raining more and more. That's not a good sign.
Oh, hey, Navia! It's been a few days.
We're just about to wrap up, Mia.
Oh.
Sounds like you're
Ooh, look, it's the penguins. This is where Fremenier works.
It's just been one thing after the other. I've been making non-stop trips between Poisson and the courts in Sen.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone from Spina di Rosula organized a memorial for my father.
Wow.
We never held a memorial when he first died, since everyone knew that even if we held one back then, no one was going to come.
No one's gonna come, right?
This time, though, everyone in Poisson, and even many people from the court, all attended.
So his name's definitely been cleared now.
It's been the dearest wish of Demoiselle all along.
And we reign on top. However, Tartag is still under wraps. And we still have to figure out the mystery behind the OMAC.
Oh, by the way, I ran into Charlotte just after I left the memorial service. Well, maybe it'd be more accurate to say I knew she would be there, and there was no way she'd just let me go.
Nope, she was not gonna let you go without a story.
Yeah, way back, I believe the story was called The True Heart of Darkness. Secret Tales of the Yellow Rose.
The Yellow Rose. Wait, that's such a pretty name for Navia. The Yellow Rose. Wait, that's such a cute name. Hey, hey, that's a nice name.
It was a really flattering feature.
I want her. Sorry, you're gonna have to wait 4+ months. Actually, low key, maybe 5 months.
She was trying to lean on
She might be the first January character in my estimation, because that's when Alhaitham released, and so should Navia release, I believe. But I don't know that. I didn't know that. Hey, you didn't hear it from me. I didn't look at leaks. Not me. Not I.
Anyway, I told her to make sure that when she writes about you guys entering the opera house with the critical evidence, that you both sound really cool.
I am really cool, thank you.
Oh, and in other news, I also took Clarand out for a meal.
Ah, to patch things up. Leaks? Soha, neither I nor Stefan know anything about them. None. Couldn't be us. No.
While you were investigating Vache's headquarters, Clarand gave testimony on...
Gave the testimony, right. We did see her use the white blind, so maybe she's a Geo. Well, also, the fact that she actually has her Geo vision showing on her arm. She has the Geo on a ribbon on, like, that side. Not the left side, the other side. So let's see if we can turn her.
It was thanks to her that we were...
Oh, that's great.
Anyway...
It's like right there. It's on that yellow bow right there. She is Geo.
Oh, actually, There's still one last thing I need to do.
One last thing.
What is it?
I should pay a visit to my father's grave. And on top of that,
Just how much people still look up to him to this day.
Miss Navia.
Indeed.
Can I come too?
Sure thing.
And in that case...
Yeah. You're...
Alright. It hasn't been stopping... It hasn't stopped the rain. Or sorry, the rain hasn't stopped. Blah, 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 my brain. The rain hasn't stopped for the past couple days. That's not good. I feel like the Oratrice is going a little haywire.
There's someone there already.
Is it? Please. Please say it starts with an A and ends with Arlecchino. I mean, wait. I mean, that's A Arlecchino. A starts with A and ends with Arlecchino. That's not right either.
Isn't that Nervalette?
God damn it.
Justice be here. Huh? Not...
Incorrect. Almost.
My apologies. I should have asked before coming to
You jumped the gun. I just wanted to see Dad. You know what I mean?
Don't say that.
I just wanted to see Father, Papa.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I was trying to say there's no need for you to apologize.
Dude, how does she have such curly, beautiful, luscious hair when it's raining? The hat's not even big enough.
I wanted to show my father how much I've grown, but still, I doubt I've grown to the point that even the Chief Justice would feel compelled to apologize. To me over and over.
In that case, I will stop apologizing for now.
Josh really wants Arlecchino to step on him. SMH. Hey, you guys want to defend Tartag, and I want Arlecchino to step on me. What's wrong?
You really could use some pointers on understanding human emotions, Monsieur Nervalette. In any case.
Why did you come to Poisson? Right. I've been turning a question over and over. Just what is justice?
Question over and over in my head.
Ooh. Interesting.
There was once a time when I didn't want to believe that there could be anything more important to humans than life itself.
I didn't say anything, Mari. What? You must have heard something different.
Oh, rather than that, it's probably more truthful to say I didn't believe humans were capable of resisting the most basic instinct of living things.
They could rebel against their own nature. Right.
To be more important than their own lives.
Vache's love. Right? He was willing to sacrifice his life to you know, have that last moment with his true love.
Which is also why I didn't stop your father from beginning that fateful duel.
Oh.
That a truly innocent man
would never throw away his life like that.
His life like that. That there was nothing.
Oh, I see.
Should have been nothing more important than one's own continued survival.
Right. But he had a higher calling, right? He had a higher purpose, and that is to protect his daughter.
But Mr. Callus proved, if not for his sacrifice,
the serial disappearance case would have remained unsolved today.
Made the choice.
Agreed.
A certain perspective, justice. So you asked me why I came here. I just wanted to say my apologies to Mr. Callus in person. This regret has filled
me with sadness.
That high and mighty chair in the opera Epiclese indeed insulates one from many important things.
Exactly. What is even the purpose of Farina at this point?
For your hard work and perseverance.
Is she the one to run the Oratrice? And now that the Oratrice has been compromised, what happens?
So you're actually one of those types that's cold on the outside, but pretty thoughtful on the inside, huh?
Yeah, that's called tsundere.
One of my guys.
That's not Silver. Silver's a little bit different than tsundere.
Sorry about that.
So now let's not disturb.
All right, water under the bridge. We dapped up. We're good. So what now?
Paimon's never paid respects at someone's
Silver is NPC husbando. That's right. You got it right. My boy Silver. He's just the most, dude. Why is Silver even there? He doesn't even have to be there. You realize we could have gone the whole thing with just the other butler guy, and Silver didn't even need to be there. Hoyoverse actively decided that they need to put that character in. They coded him in, gave him voice lines, wrote stuff for him. They didn't need to at all.
Anyway,
I thought I already asked. Oh, thank God. Okay, they're
Very
great.
well. It will soon be time for me to leave this.
you really are super busy most.
Crime and villainy do not have the day off.
And justice
And
must
so
work around the
justice
clock
must
as
work
well.
around the
Alright. You've... Huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped.
Where's the rain gone? As light rain falls without reason. That's really it. That's really it. John Lee is incorrect.
I don't have Hutao because I don't like her.
Now we're out here because that is the correct answer.
Motherfucker! Sorry, Canada.
Say it with your chest. Canada is correct.
Yeah!
Bow before the abyss!